Hi, I'm Pete Andresen with Andresen Associates, and my daughter is holding my phone so I can make a video to discuss the coronavirus pandemic of 2020 with you a little bit. Obviously, this is tough times. It's interesting to note that when we did our seminars and we did our newsletters in January, we were saying that the stock markets were overvalued, the bond markets were overvalued, something was likely to happen, there was likely to be a black swan. Clients at the time were very bullish, they wanted more stock, and sure enough, this is my fifth bull market. It turns out that that kind of social feeling of this can never end is a sign that it's about to end. So that's a big lesson for me. The 2020 coronavirus pandemic is a pandemic somewhat like the 1918 pandemic. It's going to be hard, it's going to be awful. We haven't even started to see the news yet. This is from the Wall Street Journal. Jobless claims hit 6.6. Now it's 10.4 million. What has me concerned, though, is that the stock market, well, come on over here. Let me draw a quick graph. Come on. Okay, this is 2020. Basically, the stock market started out like one like that. Everything looked wonderful. Then, say March 10th, oil fight between Russia and Saudi Arabia start. The coronavirus takes a bite out of China and comes to the United States. The market drops. We bought 5% right there. Anyway, the market's dropping. Then all of a sudden, here comes the United States government with, we're going to fix this. We're going to put in a $2 trillion bailout package. And the market essentially has done that ever since. It's really more like this because it hasn't come all the way back. It's more like that. Okay, what's wrong with this picture? What's wrong is that we don't know what's going to happen next. We already knew that the stock market was overvalued, and we knew that the bond market was over full of bonds. There's too much going on in the bond market in terms of issuance. So my concern is that the financial recovery, the economic recovery, this indicates that people think it's going to be this kind of recovery. I have doubts. I might be wrong. My concern is that we haven't seen any real economic numbers yet. We haven't seen any defaults yet. When there are defaults in the bond market, when mortgages finally start to, people stop paying their mortgages, when things start to get rougher, and the isolation issues of the shutdown start to gain hold socially, you're likely to see more of a U-shaped recovery that's going to take us into 2021. I cannot be sure, but that's why I'm not over-investing right now. That's why I'm not frantically buying in the stock market. It's interesting to note that on the wall of my home office here, we've got some mementos of past pandemics, the 1918 pandemic. We've got the Russian Revolution here. It started in 1917. The flu epidemic in 1918 made it worse. We have the inflation of the German Republic in the 1920s. Both of those symbolize something I'm concerned about right now. Overissuance of debt, which is underway, and social stress that comes from that, and the eventual social snapback. No, I don't think we're going to have a revolution, but I am thinking we're going to see more of a U-shaped recovery, U-shaped and not V-shaped. At least that's what we're at risk. I really don't know, I'm guessing, but that's what history tells us. So thank you very much. Stay tuned. Call me anytime.